Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. What I've guessed today is this week's vendor reset. As always, if you're looking for anything specific, check out the description below. There's going to be timestamps over there, so finding things is going to be much easier. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. Starting off first, you want to visit the special blueprints vendor down at the terminal, and the first thing you will look at is the surplus SVD blueprint. This thing is awesome to have on your character if you're making a Deadeye build, if you want to make a sniper build. Whatever the case is, instead of going out and farming for one, you could just have this blueprint on your character and craft whatever you need. One spot down, you want to check out this Lightweight M4 blueprint, and this is hands down a must buy. If you don't have this already, if you are returning to the game, if you're new to the game, whatever the case is, 110% buy this blueprint. It's one of the best weapons on the game right now, kind of debatable between this and the house, but again, if you don't have this already, definitely buy it right now. Last but not least, you want to check out this Pro Red Dot Sight blueprint. This is another thing to have on your character if you're making different builds, if you are kind of using different weapons and stuff like that. The Pro Red Dot Sight is really good. You can craft it and get critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and headshot damage, pretty much a god roll. And again, if you're missing one, if you're new, whatever the case is, 100% buy this blueprint. Up next, we're stopping by the special equipment vendor still at the base operations, and the first thing you want to look at is this Tactical Super 90 SBS. What it comes with is 268 gear score, 299% stagger, and for the talents it has Deadly, Meticulous, and Unforgiving. If you're making a PvE striker build, if you're making a Lone Star build, anything like that, this weapon is really good to have. It already has decent talent on it. The only thing you really have to do is get rid of Meticulous, go for Responsive, and this will be a god roll. The final item you want to check out is this M700, and what it comes with is 167% headshot damage, 272 gear score, and for the talents it has Prepared, Disciplined, and Elevated. This in my opinion is a great weapon for a Hunter's Faith build or a high-end / exotic build if you are making a kind of headshot damage build for PvP or PvE. This weapon is great. It already has Prepared, it already has Disciplined. You can keep Elevated, or you can reroll this into Brutal or something like Deadly depending on you. So once again, this thing is located at the special equipment vendor in the base operations. The final person you guys want to talk to in the base operations is this gear vendor upstairs, and the first thing you want to look at is this refreshed mask. What it comes with is 1268 firearms, 9430 skill power, and it also has 12% damage to elites. This in my mind is a great pickup for both PvP or PvE. You can keep the skill power if you're making a kind of healing build or a high electronics, high skill power build, but if you're not, reroll the skill power, go into critical hit chance, and this will be an awesome pickup. And last but not least, you want to check out this prototype performance mod. This is actually a 2% pulse critical hit damage mod. Again, if you're making a PvP or PvE damage build, you can use this mod. You have to use a pulse on that build, but if you are already using one, you can put these mods on and your pulse is going to be even stronger and your damage is going to be insane. Next up, we're stopping by the Dante's Run safe house, and the first thing you want to look at is this 4% damage elites mod. Yes, finally, it's been so many freaking months since this mod has been sold, but finally it is being sold. It is with stamina, 202 stamina, but nonetheless, it is a 4% damage elites mod. I know so many of you guys have been looking for this, including myself, for a good stamina and damage elites mod. So finally, this one is being sold. 110% buy this one. Even if you don't use these mods, you really never know when the next time is going to be sold. So again, pick this thing up 100%. The final thing you want to look at is this prototype stamina mod. This is a 266 stamina and 2% EDR mod. Unfortunately, the EDR is not maxed out. It's 0.5% from being a maxed out mod. But again, if you're interested in this, if you are in need of this, 100% pick it up. The special blueprint vendor at Camp Clinton is next on my list, and the first thing you guys want to check out is this extended magazine. This is again an awesome blueprint to have on your character if you're looking for a rate of fire critical hit chance magazine or a critical hit damage rate of fire magazine, or even if you want a critical hit chance and critical hit damage magazine. Instead of going out and farming for it, you could just craft the blueprints and see if you can get lucky. Last but not least, you want to pick up this performance gear mod blueprint, and again, this is the same case if you are one of those people that just makes a lot of builds and just experiments with builds. Instead of going out, instead of looking for a mod that you need for a specific build, you can just have the blueprint on your character and craft whatever you need. Next up, we're stopping by the special equipment vendor still at Camp Clinton, and the first thing you want to look at is this Liberator. What it comes with is 23% enemy armor damage, 277 gear score, and for the talents it has Brutal, Dominant, and Unforgiving. Again, this is not a perfect role, but if you are in need of a decent Liberator, this one's okay. The only thing you really have to do is get rid of Dominance, go for something like Responsive, and again, this will be an awesome pickup. Moving a couple spots down, you want to check out this Inventive Backpack. What it comes with is 1193 firearms, 12,244 skill power, and it also has 16% burn resistance. This is an awesome pickup if you're making a kind of high skill power electronics build, maybe like a Seeker Mind Damage build or something else, you know, depending on what you're into and stuff like that. But this Inventive Backpack is pretty good. The only thing you really have to do is get rid of the firearms, go into electronics, and this will be an awesome pickup. And last but not least, you want to go all the way to the mods and check out this 7.50% support station range mod. This thing is a maxed out mod. If you are playing a healer for your team for PvP or PvE, this thing is awesome to have. Again, if you're using a tactician healer build or reclaimer, these mods are going to be really useful and pretty much help out your team a lot. So again, if you're interested in any of those items, check out the Camp Clinton safe house. The weapons vendor at Camp Hudson is next on my list, and the one thing you want to check out is this small grip. What it comes with is 19% critical hit damage, 2.50% stability, and 4.50% reload speed. Honestly, this is almost a god roll. It is missing like 0.50% on the stability, 0.50 from the reload speed, and 1% from the critical hit damage, but nonetheless, it's a awesome pickup. So again, if you're new, if you're coming back, if you have a worse grip, 100% pick this thing up. Moving on, you want to stop by the Gear Vendor still at Camp Hudson, and the only thing you want to check out from him is this Prototype Electronics mod. Yes, this is another Damage Elites mod. Unfortunately, this time it is a 3%, and it also has 193 electronics. But again, if you're making a high electronics, high skill power kind of PvE build, and you want to use a bit more Damage Elites on that build or whatever, these mods are decent. So again, if you're in need of them, pick them up right here. Up next, you guys want to visit the Cavern Safe House, and what he's actually selling is a Prototype Performance mod that is a 7.50% turret duration mod. If you guys are making a Firecrest build, if you're making any build with a turret, these mods are decent to have. They're not the best, but if you are looking for them, if you're in need of them for whatever reason, these are maxed out. So again, these are located at the Cavern Safe House. Moving on, we're stopping by the Madison Stand Safe House, and what he's actually selling is a Prototype Performance mod that is a 4% turret damage mod. In my opinion, this one's a bit better to use on your turret builds, but you have a choice. Again, if you're interested in the other one I showed you, it's really up to you. But this one's pretty good. It's maxed out again at 4%. So again, if you're making a Firecrest build, if you're making a Tactician build with turrets, these mods are really good to have. So again, this is located at Madison Stand Safe House. The Firewall Avenger is next to my list, and what he's actually selling is, yes, another mod, but this time it is a 5% Ballistic Shield Damage Resilience mod. If you're making a kind of defense build for a PvE build or PvP scenario, whatever the case is, these mods are awesome to have. They pretty much make your shield that much stronger. It's going to be really, really effective in PvP again, and especially in the Dark Zone right now, how shield builds are kind of popular, these mods are a must. So again, check out this mod at the Firewall Avenger. The final open world Avenger you guys want to check out is the Crypt, and what he's actually selling is a Omega Rifle Suppressor. What it comes with is 18% headshot damage, 4.50% optimal range, and 2% accuracy. This is an awesome pickup for that sniper I showed you guys in the beginning of the video, the M700. If you are planning on using this, again, it's pretty good. It is missing the critical hit chance and critical hit damage, but if you are going for headshot damage, then this is pretty much the only thing you need. So like I said, if you are interested in this item, check out this Avenger. Getting straight into the DZ, the first person you guys want to talk to is the East 61st Street Checkpoint, and the only thing you want to check out from him is this 5.52 Hollow Sight, and what it comes with is 7% critical hit chance, 5.50% headshot damage, and 4% critical hit damage. This in my mind is an awesome pickup for a AR build, and if you are going for a high critical hit chance AR build for PvP or PvE, this is again pretty good. It's not maxed out or it's not a god roll by any means, but it's still pretty good. And again, if you're going for high critical hit chance, this is something you definitely want to use. If you're looking for a critical hit chance and electronics mod, you want to stop by the East 53rd Street Checkpoint. He's actually selling one. It comes with 266 electronics and 1% critical hit chance. So once again, if you're making a kind of high electronics build, but you also want a bit more critical hit chance, this mod is for you. So again, check this vendor out. Last but not least, we're stopping by the East 42nd Street Checkpoint, still in the Dark Zone. And the final thing you want to check out is this SR7 suppressor. What it comes with is 18% critical hit damage, 5.50% headshot damage, and 2.50% stability. Unfortunately, it is missing the critical hit chance, but you know, it's not that big of a deal, especially if you have a lot of crit chance already on your build. But this one's pretty good. So again, if you're interested in this, check out the East 42nd Street checkpoint. But anyways, that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, this was pretty much one of the best, if not the best, vendor reset we had in many months. From all the mods, from all the different attachments, the weapons and stuff like that, honestly, this vendor reset was really good. But again, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.